Arabia's eastern province has killed 14 Saudi citizens. The aircraft operated by state oil giant Aramco went down in Ras Tanura, an energy hub home to one of the region's largest refineries. Aramco operates a large fleet of aircraft supporting its oil and gas operations across the kingdom. Officials have launched an investigation to determine the cause of the crash. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Senator Mohammed Isaq Dar held a telephonic conversation today with Prince Faisal bin Farhan Al Saud, Foreign Minister of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The Deputy Prime Minister expressed sincere condolences on behalf of Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, Chief of Defence Forces Field Marshal Saeed Asim Munir, the government and the people of Pakistan over the sad incident of a helicopter crash in Saudi Arabia, which resulted in the loss of 14 precious lives. Prince Faisal thanked the Deputy Prime Minister and deeply appreciated the brotherly gesture. The two leaders held in-depth discussions on the recent developments in the region and expressed deep concern on the evolving situation. Dar reiterated Pakistan's resolve to continue working towards a prevalence of peace in the region in pursuance of the Islamabad MOU. Prince Faisal also conveyed that he plans to visit Pakistan on mutually convenient dates at the earliest. Dar welcomed and hoped that the visit would materialize soon. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Isaq Dar held a phone conversation with European Union High Representative of Foreign Affairs and Security Policy, Kaja Kallas, to discuss rapidly evolving situation in the Middle East, reaffirming the importance of diplomacy and adherence to the ceasefire agreement. During the conversation, Kallas appreciated Pakistan's sincere diplomatic efforts that culminated in the signing of the Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding. She, however, expressed serious concern over the recent ceasefire violations and underscored the importance of keeping channels of communication open to prevent further escalation. Isaq Dar briefed the EU's top diplomat on Pakistan's ongoing diplomatic initiatives aimed at advancing a comprehensive framework for peace and stability in the Middle East. He emphasized that all parties must fully adhere to the ceasefire agreement to safeguard regional peace and create space for meaningful dialogue. Both sides have agreed to remain in close contact and continue consultations on the evolving regional situation. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Isaq Dar held a telephone conversation with the Foreign Minister of Bahrain, Abdul Latif bin Rashid Al Zayani. The two leaders discussed the latest evolving regional situation following the signing of the Islamabad MOU. Foreign Minister Al Zayani congratulated Isaq Dar on the signing of the Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding and appreciated Pakistan's constructive role in facilitating understanding, expressing hope that it would contribute to lasting peace and stability in the region. He indicated that he would visit Pakistan in the near future in order to personally thank Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, Deputy Prime Minister Isaq Dar, and Chief of Defence Forces Field Marshal Saeed Asim Munir for their great efforts to achieve the ceasefire. Isaq Dar thanked Dr. Al Zayani for his kind sentiments and reiterated Pakistan's resolve to promote dialogue and diplomacy for achieving peace and stability in the region and beyond. Security forces have foiled an attack on Pakistan Rangers camp in Karachi after Khawarij belonging to the Indian proxy Jamaat-ul-Ahrar attempted to breach the facility's perimeter. The vigilant and resolute troops of the Rangers responded promptly, killing 3 Khawarij and capturing 1 Khawarij who is an Afghan national and is in injured condition. According to the ISPR, the assailants attempted to breach the perimeter security after a blast at the main gate of the camp. However, their nefarious designs were decisively foiled by the vigilant troops guarding the camp. During the fire exchange, 3 brave sons of the soil rendered the ultimate sacrifice and embraced shahadat in the line of duty, while 4 soldiers were injured. Sanitization operations are being conducted to eliminate any other Indian-sponsored Kharji in the area. The relentless counterterrorism campaign under the vision of Azm-e-Istikam by the security forces and law enforcement agencies of Pakistan will continue at full pace to wipe out the menace of foreign-sponsored and supported terrorism from the country. Chief of Army Staff and Chief of Defence Forces Field Marshal Saeed Asim Munir expressed his deepest condolences with the families of the brave soldiers. These sacrifices further reinforce our unwavering commitment to safeguarding our national at all costs. President Asif Ali Zardari and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif lauded security forces for foiling cowardly terrorist attacks. They reiterated the resolve to wipe out menace of terrorism from the country, adding sacrifices rendered by armed forces will never go in vain. Funeral prayers were held for Pakistan Rangers Sindh personnel martyred in a terrorist attack in Karachi, with senior federal and provincial officials in attendance. Federal Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi and Sindh leaders paid tribute to the fallen soldiers and condemned the attack, vowing action against those responsible. The martyrs were later sent to their native areas for burial with full military honors, while authorities reaffirmed their commitment to combating terrorism. For the first time, the Modi government has officially admitted military casualties after Pakistan Army inflicted crushing defeat on India during Marga-e-Haq. According to the Indian newspaper The Wire, the Indian government has officially released the names of the 6 Indian soldiers killed in Operation Sindoor for the first time. India's DGMO confirmed the deaths of 5 soldiers during a press conference on the 11th of May 2025. However, in July 2025, Indian Defence Minister told Parliament that there had been no loss of life, highlighting a clear discrepancy between the two official statements.
I pay my solemn homage to my 5 fallen colleagues and brothers from the armed forces and civilians who have tragically lost their lives in Operation Sindoor.
आपको प्रश्न पूछना है तो यह पूछिए कि इस ऑपरेशन में क्या हमारे जाबाज सैनिकों को कोई क्षति हुई है, तो उसका उत्तर है नहीं.
The Indian government has officially released the names of 6 armed forces personnel who were killed during Operation Sindoor against Pakistan in May last year.
Important is that not the jet being down, but why they were being down.
They were fighting. 11 jets were shot down.
Now, viewers, it is time for a short break here at Pakistan TV's News of the Hour. Stay with us because coming up next is news with Farda Adlai-Jahangir.
Hello and welcome to Unfold. I am Jawad Hamid.
I see a lot of Americans kind of starting to have their same experiences with that. And that alone will go very far for the U.S. to actually see Pakistan as a partner and not a problem to solve.
Pakistani citizens should be proud of his government, of Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif and Mr. Munir.
That Iran needs to really review its policy of escalation and focus on economic development.
This return to civil strife, to a civil war in Lebanon is just very alarming and very dangerous for the region itself.
So as long as we can have these ties built out with the U.S., it's going to be beneficial in terms of building our reserves, our cash inflow, and we'll get rid of our loan situation with the U.S.
And we in the media obviously want everything done within our bulletin, before the next safety paper is published before the next news broadcast.
It's very much needed because the whole system of revenue is dependent upon the taxation.
President Trump should put his foot down, again pick up the phone and tell Prime Minister Netanyahu that he has to stop and withdraw.
Welcome back after the break. I am Varda Atle Jahangir. Let's continue the bulletin.